Hey, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Drogie versus Protoman. Gonna be part of the GSA 70-star league. Gonna be a good match. Drogie and Protoman, I believe, are fairly close on the leaderboards. Both of them very capable runners. So pulling it up right now, Protoman currently sitting at 12th, just has the one win. Drogie sitting in 8th place. So I believe Drogie has about 3 wins. So only a 2 above Protoman. Perfectly capable for anyone to walk away from this race victorious. So both runners just giving it a setup. They're going to be starting here in just a second. All right, starting up the N64s. Going to be syncing up the times here. See, both runners playing on the American version. So saving 2 seconds total. Japanese does have a faster intro, but does end up losing a pretty good amount of time just throughout the run. Fairy, I do not believe chat is sub only. Alright, both runners going to be starting off with like to skip. Having different ways to go about it, both completing it. Looks to be a sync here after like to skip. Drogie is like 1 frame ahead. All right, synced up here, going into bomb clip. Drogie getting the medium bomb. Protoman having the bomb blow up straight in his face. All right, grabbing the big bomb second time. It takes a little ride with it, but ultimately pops into that cage, grabs the star. I believe having to respawn the bomb loses like 8 seconds. Nothing major. But probably a bit more annoying than anything at the beginning. So Protoman going to be doing Whomps before his first slide. Meanwhile, Drogie actually doing the slide skip. So Drogie looks to be at 12.6, very clean slide. Not very possible to go faster than 12.6. Humanly possible, rather. Alright, Protoman getting Canalus first try. Very nice to have out of the way. Didn't quite see if he did the full setup or the texture setup. But going to be doing his 100 coin now. Alright, Drogie starting it off with Owless. Ooh, gets it. First try. Actually getting it the optimal way. Barely clipping over that fence. Bounces you into the star. Very nice, but very scary to get. Alright, Protoman going to be doing half cycle in his 100 coin. Not the very best cycle, but definitely a solid one. And Drogie taking care of Canalus over there. Very nice from him. No big mistakes here so far in Whomp's Fortress. Protoman is on a different star. Drogie opting to do the slide star first. But Protoman did the longest star in the game. So it's actually much closer in star count than it currently appears. Alright, Drogie having a nice 100 coin himself. Very clean movement from both of these runners here in Whomp's Fortress. Alright, Protoman going for his Owless. Is able to get in there. Very nice on the side of Protoman. And very good 100 coin from Drogie. Alright, I believe both runners just have to grab a Wild Blue before doing like the big Whomp and top of the fortress. Just to grab the last of the ground level stars. Alright, Protoman, a quick run up the fortress itself. Very nice ground pounds. One a ground pound just above his back. Can be a bit scary sometimes. Ground pounding too soon, you'll kind of just fall through the Whomp. It'll be a fairly strange interaction. But most importantly, it'll lose you time. Alright, Protoman going to the top of the fortress. Very nice triple jump. Very nice Whomp's Fortress for Protoman. Does still need to get the Castle Slide Star, so that is why you see the difference in star counts on Drogie and Protoman's screen. Going to be syncing it up here, but Drogie having a slight lead over Protoman. Somewhere around 20 seconds, I believe. Maybe a little longer. Alright, Protoman on his first slide, Drogie on his second. Alright, Protoman getting a 12-9. Definitely a good time. Drogie, see what he gets. Ooh, does take a small bounce right at the end of that slide. And gets a 13-0. Alright, so Protoman going back into the slide. Simply opting to do it after Whomp's Fortress, doing it both of them. Does lose a second, I believe, just through castle movements. But not a big deal. Runner's choice, really. Whatever he's comfortable with. Alright, Drogie missing the last coin here on the wing cap stage. Has to turn around for it. Pretty solid flying overall. Ooh, almost gets the star before he touches the button. Yeah, and also getting the text box. Not the best wing cap from Drogie, but is able to clutch it out. So Drogie looking a little frustrated with himself. Really didn't lose too much time there, but definitely frustrating. Wing cap definitely wants to be a consistent stage. But in Dark World, ooh, just missing the button, just short. As Protoman is following. Alright, triple jump up for Drogie. Alright, looking pretty good for Shig Cycle. Oh, just misses the coin. Gonna be missing the shake cycle. But it's gonna close it out. Alright, Protoman coming up to his shig cycle. See if he will be able to clutch it out. Does get that quick time save. So Protoman making up some time here in these last two stages. Alright, and a clean ending from Protoman. Just inching his way back up. Alright, Drogie's got a 10:06 fade out. We'll see how far behind Protoman is. Very clean Bowser fights from both of them. Alright, so Protoman somewhere around 15 seconds behind, I believe. Alright, good job from Drogie. Very clean flying. Had a good amount of speed. Protoman bunking on that box. Not a big deal. Alright, some nice flying from Protoman himself. Very close race going into Cool Mountain. Interesting to see which path both runners choose. So it could go CCM 17, CCM 18. Grabbing one less star here does save a little bit of time, picking up an extra one later on. But the extra one is a bit harder, so it depends on the risk value that you feel comfortable doing. Alright, both racers on saving the penguin. A bit of a freebie star. Can lose a couple seconds here or there. Penguin's a little hard to grab, but overall pretty consistent. Alright, Protoman opting to jump into the chimney. So does Drogie. Neither one of them wanting to do double pillarless, which would be the extra star they do later on. Both of them just want to do one pillarless. And we'll be racing the penguin on their 100 coin. Alright, very clean slide skips from both of them. Very nice moonwalking. Alright, so Drogie still is in the lead, even though it looks like Protoman is. Protoman has not done wall kicks will work. So he's about 1 star behind. A pretty quick star, though. Alright, Protoman opting to grab the safety coin here. Missing too many coins on the slide. We'll just lose an enormous amount of time while racing this penguin. So, very safe to pick up that extra red coin. You get to miss 3 coins on the slide versus 1 coin. Alright, both runners picking up the right amount of coins. I believe Protoman needs to actually get a couple less. Don't want to spawn the star too early. Both of them having 85 coins. A golden amount of coins to have. so very solid penguin races for both runners. Protoman still needing one more star. Drogie going to be heading over to BBH. So still a pretty close race. Protoman is grabbing a pretty quick star, so won't be too far behind Drogie. We'll definitely be seeing him in BBH. Very nice execution for Protoman. All right, Drogie going to be taking care of Big Boo on the ledge. Forget exactly what that's called, what the star's called. All right, opting to long jump through the Boo. Looked to be very optimal. Wasn't quite able to get that slide kill on the Boo. But the Boo kind of just chased him straight up the slide, or the slope. So it didn't really waste much time. Alright, Protoman does opt to do the punch strat here. A bit safer. Does lose a small amount of time, but believe save time over Drogie in total during that star. Drogie did take an early bonk. Alright, Protoman just finishing up BBH. Just needs to grab a quick star while Drogie unlocks the door to enter in the basement. Gonna be catching MIPS. Punch grab. Very optimal from Drogie. If you catch MIPS in a dive, you have to do the get up animation, and that loses you, I believe, a second over just punching and grabbing MIPS. But it is much harder to punch MIPS than to catch him while diving. Alright, so Drogie had to throw his first bomb away. This is going to be doing top of the pyramid as a backup. Alright, meanwhile, Protoman looks like he missed the MIPS, but chased him into the same corner where the level is, so not that big of a deal. Alright, Pillows from Drogie looks good. And Protoman looked like he did Tomaples. But Protoman into the volcano. Drogie had the bomb explode on him. Not exactly sure how that happened. But is going to be doing this talent as a backup. So still needing to do Pillarless. I believe he does not have any backups. Meanwhile, Protoman getting to do the stars in the proper order, saving a pretty good amount of time over Drogie. Alright, but does have the big bomb, is not able to jump at the right time. With the quicksand, there are certain sections that you can actually jump and do a ground pound, and some sections you can't. So Drogie having to pick up the shell. Some runners would simply die or just respawn the bomb and try it again. Drogie opting to take the shell, somehow breaks it on top of the pillar there. Is not able to get up into the pyramid. So Protoman is now in the lead, is in Lethal Lava Land. Drogie finally getting that star. Bit of an unfortunate time for Drogie, but it's still pretty close to Protoman. It's pretty much the lead that Protoman had over Drogie had over Protoman, but now it is swapped. Alright, very nice red coins from both runners. Some optimal turns, keeping the speed with the dives. Protoman is 1 star ahead. I believe he did the rolling log star, where you use this wing cap. So Drogie gonna be grabbing the same star, while Protoman is over killing the bullies. It is kind of nice when the runners start grabbing the same stars. It's fairly easy to see where the lead stands. So Drogie also opting to do the bullies. Ooh, misses the jump dive, or not the jump dive, the long jump. Takes a burn, and then isn't able to make it over to the platform, so ends up taking a death. So that's the kind of mistake that it just hurts to happen on Lethal Lava Land. It's not common, but it's not rare. Lethal Lava Land just loses you an annoying amount of time. Just kind of comes and gets you out of nowhere. Not really any rhyme or reason to it. But Protoman done with every other star, just needs to grab the 2 that are in the volcano. Alright, Drogie taking care of his triple bullies, one of them not wanting to go into the lava. Protoman taking care of lava boost. So, very nice start from him and Drogie. Alright, Protoman having one last star to do. I believe Drogie still has both. What is it? Both volcano stars. So is a lava boost behind. Alright, very clean Lethal Lava Land from Protoman. Was able to take the lead over an SSL and extend it just a bit here. So Drogie still needing just to clean up that last star. Wasn't too bad from Drogie, just had that one mistake, which cost him to take a death. So, but overall, I mean, solid round from, or solid level from both runners. Alright, that's going to be it for Drogie in LLL. Protoman currently in DDD. Taking care of his chests. Looking for optimal swimming. Optimal turns. Really a stage where you save time by just doing everything as optimally as possible. As optimal movement as you can do. Not really any fancy tricks going on. Just some tight lines and some fast swimming. Alright, Drogie gonna be finishing up his chests. Both of them having a very clean DDD so far. Protoman gonna be taking care of the substar. So you do 3 stars total here in Dire Docks, and the last one will not spawn until you get this star. So the stage does move back after getting this star, revealing Bowser in the fire seat. So So as you can see on Protoman's screen, had to do a couple of long jumps to get into the stage. So this manta ray will spawn. So very clean rings from Protoman. Drogie going to be doing his substar now. Alright, Protoman doing Fire Sea is going to be looking for Lava Boost. Cannot miss really anything in order to grab that cycle. But looking pretty good so far. Very clean movements. I'm going to be taking the burn to get that last coin. Or to get that red coin. Oh, misses the triple jump. Has to do the side flip. Believe that Lava Boost was dead. Early elevator still alive. Has to run up this as fast as possible. Alright, is able to get the early elevator cycle. Alright, takes a bit of a burn there at the end. So not going to be the good ending, but is getting a decent ending as Drogie ends his Dire Docks. Alright, Drogie having a little bit of time save here. Not much. Only a few seconds. But still looking to get those early elevators. Not always free. Even at this level of play. Alright, Drogie opting to do that double jump movement. Grab that red coin. A nice Bowser fight on the side of Protoman, but Drogie not able to kick all the way up. Not entirely sure what happened. Looked like he just missed the kick. Has to run for these early elevators. Is looking like he's going to get it. So pretty much the same cycle as Protoman was on. So not going to be gaining time. Does kind of have to walk around after getting burned. Alright, pretty decent ending from Drogie as well. So it doesn't look like too much time will be shared here in Dire Docks or Fire Sea. But Protoman struggling to get into Wet Dry World. A great place to cool off after being inside what is basically a volcano. Protoman not able to jump off of this ledge. Has to break that box by punching it. Oh wow, Protoman wall kicking off the side of the elevator. It's just gonna ride it up. Very interesting backup. Pretty interesting to see. Alright, Protoman, 10k for 100 coin, missing the one coin he has to miss. The first spider. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to roll back into his path. So hopefully we'll get some good RNG. Alright, looked good on that Skeeter. Alright, so both runners not far apart, both on Wet Dry World 100 coin. Protoman is 1 star ahead. Did do that elevator star. Alright, very clean movements here in Wet Dry World. Oh, Drogie taking a bonk as soon as I say that. I'll take fault for that one. Curse Drogie. All right, Protoman not having any issues. I'm missing any extra coins. Just the one in the beginning was misbehaving. Doesn't look like Drogie had any issues with his coins either. Alright, Protoman doing shocking airlifts. But really the most shocking thing about it is you just take an invisible warp straight to a star. Alright, Drogie doing his elevator star. Alright, gets up there the second time. Can be a bit annoying. Meanwhile, Protoman is opting to do top of the town. I believe that is his last star. Alright, Drogie, while kicking up that cage, just needs to grab shocking airlifts. Or is it top of the town that he needs? Yeah, it's gonna be shocking airlifts, it looks like, and top of the town. Really good secrets in THI from Protoman. Very clean start for him. Very easy to mess up. Alright, Drogie doing the triple jump option. Is able to get there with room to spare. So we'll be grabbing his last star of Wet Dry World, meeting at Protoman over in Tiny Huge Island. But Protoman having a pretty solid stage himself. Not leaving Drogie much room to catch up at all. Did opt to go to the side of the mountain, but that is a very minute time save that is left for Drogie if he were to do the mountain clip. So Drogie having some very clean secrets. Alright, Protoman plucking some piranha plants. Just has to get rid of them. They don't belong in Tiny Huge Island. Right, Drogie also opting to go around the side of the mountain. Neither runner wanting to do the mountain clip. But Protoman talking to Toad. Toad opting to hand over his star. Alright, so I believe Protoman has extended his lead just a bit over the last few stages. So it seems to be an extra few seconds above what Drogie is at. Alright, very clean mountain clip from Protoman. Good piranhas from Drogie. Is a pretty solid 2-star lead. A little more than 2-star. Some castle movements as well. Alright, maybe a little less than 2 stars. Drogie grabbing that Toad star just before Protoman grabs on the top of the mountain star. All right, Protoman looking pretty clean here in Tall Mountain. Is able to scale the Tall Mountain both times without any fail. Drogie having to kick up here. Messed up the triple jump up that slope. Alright, so Protoman really is having a solid run. Has not made many mistakes. Is having a great Tall Mountain. Got caught up just a little bit there while doing the reds. But I would call that a solid reds regardless. Oh, very nice from Drogie. Getting that wall kick back up is a pretty scary backup to get. You have to react very fast to not ledge grabbing. And it's a little difficult to tell when exactly you will hit the wall. Alright, Protoman just having the Breeze Star left to do. Drogie gonna be doing reds here. Had to turn around on the mushrooms. A little scary to do. But Drogie didn't have any problems and gets the good ending on the reds. Very nice from Drogie. Protoman finishing up Tall Mountain with a solid 2-star lead, it looks like. Alright, the 2 stars that Drogie has left are the really fast stars. So we'll be meeting Protoman in Snowman's Land. Protoman getting into the deep freeze, I think is what it's called. Alright, opting to do the easy touch first in Snowman's Land. Deep freeze and the bully star. Drogie going for breezeless was not able to get it. Oh, misses it the second time as well. Not quite close enough to the mountain on the wall kick. But needs to jump down. Got a little hung up there. Sometimes can be a little difficult to jump from a standstill and try moving. You just don't have any momentum and probably moved a bit slower than he was anticipating. Meanwhile, Protoman tearing up Snowman's Land. But Drogie saving or exiting stage. Kind of think he forgot to do Snowman's Land. Is definitely going back to grab those stars. That MIPS that you go back downstairs for spawns at 50 stars. And Drogie currently has 48. Would not have been able to go downstairs. But Protoman having the appropriate amount of stars, forgetting to go back into the stage to exit level. So going to be jumping into Tall Mountain to exit the level. That was some crazy route mistakes from both runners there, essentially doing the exact opposite thing of each other. Alright, Drogie having a nice bully star that he is finally in Snowman's Land. Ooh, a pretty nice star grab sync. 2 Marios dancing on the same frame. Alright, Protoman grabbing his 2 free stars of the basement. Or should I say 2 quick stars. MIPS isn't always free. Can sometimes be a bit slippery. But pretty free. very nice start from Protoman. That start can be a bit technically tricky. Did not lose any time there. Drogie trying to finish up this Snowman's Land. Or actually did finish up. Thought he had one more star to go. We'll be meeting Protoman down here in the basement. But Drogie might be leaving about as soon as Protoman enters Hazy Maze Cave. Alright, Drogie grabbing his MIPS. Protoman having emergency exit left. And I believe Protoman also has to do Christmas Miracle. So they will be in the stage, but only for a singular star. Then Protoman is opting out. Alright, Drogie, triple box jump is good for him. Christmas Miracle for Protoman is good as well. So Protoman having a very clean Hazy Maze Cave. Not leaving really any room for Drogie to catch up. Protoman actually extending his lead by a little bit in the couple stages in the upstairs. Ooh, Protoman getting a little caught up on the exit stage. Well, oh my gosh, Drogie taking a death. Was trying to go left side on emergency exit. Ends up bonking and falling down. Yeah, Drogie not happy about that one. You can see it in the face cam. Alright, but Protoman on a super good pace is in Rainbow Ride at 41-41. See if his Lakitu bounce goes well, and it does. Gets it first try. Really what you want to see in Rainbow Ride. Don't want to have to do a backup and come back to it. Very nice from Protoman. Christmas Miracle from Drogie. Does get it on that first fall. Alright, Protoman on tricky triangles. I just noticed that Drogie's time has stopped at 36:58. Not entirely sure what happened there. But Protoman on a super good run here in Rainbow Ride. Has got the first 2 stars with what looks like ease. It's gonna be doing Rainbow Ride Reds. Oh, and missing the jump up there. I was about to say this is a pretty technical star. Very easy to lose small amounts of time. Unlikely to die, but easy to lose time. Alright, Drogie is done with HMC, is done with the basement, is up in Tippy. Is going to be entering in Rainbow Ride. Protoman needs to stay solid here in Tippy. He can afford to mess up a couple of things, but a big enough mistake will leave a lot of room from Drogie. And sometimes it can be a bit hard to recover here in Tippy once you start making mistakes. But we'll be up to Protoman. Drogie, meanwhile, missing the Lakitu skip, or Lakitu bounce, is needing to do a backup here. Ooh, very nice backup from Drogie. Able to go around the maze. Ledge grab. All right, Protoman here in TikTok clock. Looked like he was going to do reds first. Fell down right next to that box. Is deciding to do 100 coin. All right, looking good for Protoman. Drogie getting Lakitu bounce. Has to finish it off. Ooh, interesting angle Drogie had off of that wall kick. Ooh, very nice backup. Just a quick side flip and a rollout. Alright, Protoman looking really solid on this 100 coin. Just needs to grab the last couple. Did actually pick up a bonus red coin. So 1 coin did fly off there. But Protoman is not worried about it. He has enough coins. All right, Drogie going for swinging in the breeze. Looks good. I believe that is his last star of Rainbow Ride. So going to be in meeting Protoman in TikTok clock. But Protoman having a pretty solid tippy. I don't think I can point out really any one mistake. He's just had little tiny time losses here and there. All right, Drogie wasn't able to side flip into TikTok clock. So is going to be doing time moving stars first. Protoman bonking in the cage. But grabbing the star. Drogie doing pendulum. I believe this is Protoman's last moving star. Be grabbing, get a hand. So I did not believe that Protoman grabbed the toad before entering in TikTok clock. So I believe he only needs 2 more stars. Yep, so he's going to be doing time jumps on moving bars. Drogie having a nice 100 coin so far. Is moving really fast through the clock. But is kind of in the danger zone. Don't want to die here. Alright, very nice from Drogie. Going to be finishing up this 100 coin. See, Protoman having a nice jump on moving bars. I believe this has reds, which is, yeah, what he is going to be doing now. Then he will be grabbing the toad and heading off to bits. Drogie having to do a few more stars in that. Protoman could definitely have an issue in bits, leaving time for Drogie to catch up. But gonna need to be a pretty significant loss for Protoman in bits. Is on a seriously good run. Probably gonna be like right at 49 minutes as he enters bits. Alright, Drogie trying to do 8 red coins. Misangles his side flip, ends up falling all the way down. But hops back up there, grabs the last 2. Alright, Protoman running through bits, is trying to finish this out, takes this triple jump fairly safe. Protoman taking the long way around on the moving cycle. Didn't quite see what he messed up there. Oh, but falling down to get a hand, not what you want to see. But grabs the star while kicking off the wall, pushing him all the way back down to the death plane. And after you grab that star, Mario still gets the star, so he just stands on the death plane and does his star grab animation. Oh, Drogie looks like he got confused. Just kind of dove right off of the stage. Meanwhile, Protoman fighting Bowser. Believe that was hit number 1. Alright, Protoman bomb number 2. Can he hit the last throw? And that looks good to me. So 3 for 3 for Protoman. Gonna be getting a high 50, a super good time. Very solid run from Protoman. $50.51 is the final time. Drogie just having a couple stars to pick up here. Really one last star. Oh, but misreads the triple jump. Wasn't able to get enough speed. Ended up bonking on the side. So Drogie could actually pick up some points here. I believe as long as you finish within 5 minutes of your opponent, then you will be guaranteed some points. But Drogie falls down for the second time, ends up just taking a death, is not able to pick up this last star in TikTok clock. He's going to be giving it another try. Alright, is looking good, is in the cage, and does have the star. So last star he's going to need will be going into bits. Alright, I believe it takes about a minute 40, minute 45 to get through bits and to do Bowser throws if done pretty quickly. So if done right, we'll have a low 54, securing him a few points in this race. Somewhere around 10 points if able to do bits without any issues. Jumping up, or getting up to this triple jump and grabbing it first try. Very nice triple jump wall kick. Does it moving. Some pretty difficult timing to get down. Maneuvers the elevators pretty well. It was looking for the triple jump, realized he was a little too far to the right. A very good catch from Drogie. Just had to slow down a tiny bit to avoid disaster. Alright, first throw from Drogie is good. Alright, second throw will be good as well. Needing one more to have a very solid bits time. And he gets the third throw. So yeah, extremely solid from Drogie. Has a very low 54 in this race. I'm looking to be like 54.03. All right, so 4 minutes and a few seconds apart. Actually, less than 4 minutes. 3 minutes and about 50 seconds apart. So GG's to both runners. Drogie snagging some points there. Protoman taking the full 30, plus the points Drogie had left for him. So don't go away. We got more Mario action. This one was pre-recorded, so no post-run interviews. But more Mario action coming your way. We will have Heisenberger versus D Whatever coming up in just a second, so stay tuned.
They are synced.
They are synced now. Do whatever in the lead again.
Wow. Side for sure from Cheese. Okay, doing it, moving. Oh no, the Cheese falls!